Hey there, Rival fans! Will Marvel Rivals overtake the King's place? Will it fail or rise and prosper? Seems like a lot of players thinks about it. So today we're gonna discuss Marvel Rivals gonna be something special on release, or will it just flop like other games eventually? Serious Collection 34 from Reddit said, I've seen people getting too excited for this game, and from the streamers I watch they all are eating this game up. So I'm asking the community why this game is gonna be different from all other hero shooters that have either died soon after launch or barely dragging 8 feet like Overwatch. It has surprised me that this game is not even out but is going crazy online. Currently trying not to get my hopes up because I've seen so many fails before. Why are you excited for it, and how do you think it will be different from the many other hero shooter failures? Well, honestly, from my point of view, Marvel Rivals have quite a lot of differences from other hero shooters game, but let's see what community thinks first. KindofBradAtThis said, did you like early Overwatch? Do you like Marvel? If your answer yes to both, you like this. If not, it might be not for you. And this has quite a lot of upvotes. Well, personally, I definitely agree with the statement. My highest tier was Grandmaster, and usually I was floating around Diamond and sometimes in Platinum and Gold, because I didn't really chase the hardcore playing style and being kind of a esports competitive tier of a guy, but still, the game was pretty nice. I really liked to play different heroes back in the day, especially some like Reaper and Old Hanzo. They were awesome for me. And you know, the game felt quite different from what Overwatch 2 feels nowadays. And that's a really big thing why Marvel Rivals gonna be successful. Because it feels like Overwatch back in the day. And this is huge. The second statement about Marvel is also pretty obvious, because we all here are Marvel Comics fans, and that's 100% legit info. So if you play in the game, you definitely like this one. And with possibilities of the different heroes that are in the Marvel universe, we can get a lot of crazy mechanics and absolutely unique and interesting heroes, comparing to rip-offs of the Overwatch like Paladins and other games like this. Even Valorant have a lot of common stuff with the Overwatch. Of course, Marvel Rivals has a few similarities too, and some heroes copying some kind of a playstyle and maybe even some kind of a design of the characters, but they're definitely unique for the biggest part. Next one is from the GNU Gaming. NetEase is showing a lot of promise of being a competent developer. They already have more characters than when Overwatch came out with 20 plus more on the way. Everything is free to play, no grinding required. Most importantly, the game is fun and active. It's perfectly captures the fantasy of picking up my favorite Marvel characters and smashing them around like action figures. The most important part of a hero shooter are actually heroes. Playing a Soldier 76 will never feel anywhere near as cool as playing a Punisher. And this is another banger. So why is this so important to play Punisher instead of Soldier 76, for example, which are, let's be honest, quite similar characters according to the gameplay style? Well, first of all, it has the effect of this what called the little duckling memory. It's the first memory of something amazing, of some heroes which were perfect for you, when you just dreamt to be this kind of a hero in your childhood. For example, for me personally it was Spider-Man, sometimes Green Goblin. I also like different evil villain characters like, for example, Venom or someone else, and this is quite important for the games like this. Honestly, at the first sight when I saw that that's gonna be the NetEase developer, I was pretty skeptical about the game itself, because I said, well, there's gonna be another Chinese ripoff of some game with a lot of donations or even gacha system where you need, not just can, but need to donate every single day to stay on the float and get some cool prizes, cool skins, and also grinding daily missions for literal hours and changing your life on it. So after playing the closed beta test, I understood that this is totally not the case for this game. And it was mind-blowing experience, honestly, because this made me feel that this is the time of me coming back to the hero shooters again. and making the content about this game is such a precious time spent with you and for you guys, for the community, and for my passion as well. Another one from the maidens went to get milk. Pretty cool nickname. If people want a good hero shooter that's not Overwatch B, people get play a character they loved for their whole lives. See, every character in the beta was fun and unique. D is about to get sticky. Well, and obviously this guy is a Spider-Man main, and I can't blame him for it because the Spider-Man is just amazing if you manage to play him properly. So obviously this is a good point, and well, I have nothing to add here. And finally, a pretty big and chunky comment from the business. As a hardcore Overwatch player, I keep having to remind people or something. Because if you go to buy online hate, people love to say the Overwatch has died just because their friends stopped playing it. If you look on the Steam charts alone, you'll notice it has only been gaining players, and now it's not uncommon to see it to do 45 or 50k players online at the moment. And that is just Steam, not counting Blizzard apps or consoles. Not trying to invalidate anyone's opinion at all for why they don't like it and why they like the Marvel Rivals. I like both games and will play both. That said, I'm just keeping it 100% real. The same issues people complained about the bitched about Overwatch, people are going to do the same for this game. We saw it during the beta where people only picked DPS and had one tank and one support. Only reason people keep tolerating it so much was because it's shiny new toy. Then there's the balance. People love to cry about Overwatch balance, but again, give it a bit of a time after it comes out. People will be right back to complaining about the same exact thing. This game to me has a 6v6 Overwatch format and ability to swap, but the gameplay definitely feels more like Paladins, which I loved from the launch till 2019. I love this game and cannot wait to have another hero shooter, but I'm also just being realistic about this. Too many people just want to see Overwatch lose period, and no hero shooter in history has death-killed it. Reality is, they have all the perished like the Gundam Evolution or have extremely small player counts like Paladins. What this game has going for is it's simply that Marvel game with iconic characters. But all the people think is going to be all the sunshine and the rainbow just because it's 6v6 alone? I love both 5v5 and 6v6 formats, but man, the rose-tinted glasses coming off are going to be painful for some. If you love Overwatch, Paladins, you will love this game. And this comment is pretty controversial, right? So we have a lot to think about. First of all, this guy says that he gonna play Overwatch and Marvel Rivals both, and also compared Marvel Rivals to Paladins. Well, at some point, this might be a good comparison, but honestly, I think that this is not really the case. Why? Well, because Overwatch lost almost all of the original developers who cared about the game, but at some point just dropped it out, like it was with a recent investigation about the Jeff Kaplan. So, I think that including the power of the Marvel Universe and including the real passion and the thrive to make the perfect game from the Chinese developers, I think this will be huge. And of course, with time we're gonna get some changes. Some of them might not be perfect because it's live, and that's totally okay. I think that we're gonna have such a pleasant experience, and even if Marvel Rivals will die in 10 years, we're gonna get these 10 amazing years, which will stay with us forever. Anyway, tell me your thoughts about all of this. Do you think that Marvel Rivals will stay for long? Will it overcome Overwatch or no? Tell me in the comments. And if you are here for the first time, be sure to subscribe on my channel and turn on the notification bell to stay tuned about new Marvel Rivals content. See you guys!